In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on February 2nd, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Phoenix Suns vs. Atlanta Hawks. Phoenix Suns and Atlanta Hawks are set to engage in an interconference battle on the basketball court as both teams strive to maintain their positions in the playoff race. The matchup unfolds in Atlanta, where the Suns, fresh off a triumphant 136-120 victory over the Brooklyn Nets on the road, look to extend their success against the Hawks on Friday night. Notably, Phoenix covered the spread as a 3.5-point favorite in their recent outing. On the other side, the Hawks enter the game on the heels of a convincing 138-122 home win over the Lakers, covering the line as a 6-point favorite. Despite the Suns holding a historical advantage of 75-61 in the regular season series, the Hawks have emerged victorious in the last 3 meetings, including a 116-107 home win on February 9, 2023. The Phoenix Suns exhibit an impressive run of form, winning 9 of their last 11 games, setting the stage for a potential 3rd consecutive victory. Their recent performance against the Nets showcased a dominant display, with Kevin Durant leading the charge with 33 points and 8 assists. Jusuf Nurkic and Devin Booker also made substantial contributions, propelling the Suns to shoot an outstanding 62% from the field and secure a comfortable win. Looking ahead, the Suns are scheduled to face the Wizards after the upcoming clash with the Hawks. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks, having won 5 of their last 9 games, aim for a 3rd straight triumph after dispatching the Lakers 138-122. Trae Young led the team with 26 points and 13 assists, while strong team shooting saw the Hawks secure a 52% field goal percentage and 16 successful three-pointers. The Hawks are set to take on the Warriors in their subsequent game. In terms of player availability, the Suns are still without Damian Lee, while the Hawks are monitoring the status of De'Aaron Hunter, who is listed as questionable for the upcoming match. Despite both teams entering the game with win streaks, a significant disparity exists, with one team comfortably in the playoff picture and the other fighting to stay in contention. The Suns, boasting a formidable trio in Durant, Booker, and Beal, have faced challenges this season due to health issues. On the other hand, the Hawks find themselves in a precarious situation regarding their stance as buyers or sellers at the trade deadline. Atlanta's home record of 10-13 this season is less than stellar, and though they enjoy a rest advantage, the Suns are perceived as the superior team. While the Atlanta Hawks have registered notable wins recently, their overall performance, particularly against the spread with a 12-35 record, raises questions. Conversely, the Phoenix Suns are showing signs of cohesion and success, with Durant, Booker, and Beal becoming more comfortable playing together. Despite the Hawks' recent positive momentum, the Suns' consistency positions them as a valuable play at the current line. A closer examination of their respective records and performance suggests that the Suns are likely to take control of the game against the struggling Atlanta squad, so the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In assessing the total score aspect, the Phoenix Suns have demonstrated a tendency to surpass the over-under line in a considerable number of their games this season. Having gone over the total in 24 of their first 48 games, the Suns, however, stayed under the total in 18 of their last 28 games. Their turnover rate, ranked 25th in the league, and a below-average pace contribute to their performance. On the other hand, the Atlanta Hawks have gone over the total in 27 of their 47 games this season, boasting a higher pace and a penchant for turnovers, ranking 20th in the league. The upcoming clash presents an opportunity for both teams to exploit their opponent's defensive vulnerabilities. Kevin Durant's emotional return to face the Brooklyn Nets in a nationally televised game highlighted the Suns' recent engagements. While Bradley Beal struggled in that game, the upcoming matchup provides an opportunity for a rebound performance. The Hawks, ranked 4th in pace, heavily rely on outscoring opponents, with a defensive rating ranking them 27th in the league. Phoenix's turnover tendencies might open the door for the Hawks to capitalize on transition opportunities. With Atlanta's recent games frequently surpassing the total, the Suns are likely to exploit the defensive gaps, contributing to a higher scoring game. Consequently, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Sacramento Kings vs. Indiana Pacers. Sacramento Kings will be engaging in a highly anticipated matchup against the Indiana Pacers, featuring two of the NBA's most promising young guards. This clash is scheduled for Friday, with the Kings holding a record of 27-19 and occupying the 5th spot in the Western Conference, while the Pacers, stationed at 6th place in the Eastern Conference, boast a record of 27-21. It's worth noting that the Pacers will be facing the Kings on the second night of a back-to-back, having contested a game in New York on Thursday, though the results of the Pacers-Knicks game were pending at the time of this article's publication. The previous encounter between these teams this season saw the Pacers securing a 5-point victory on the road. In their recent outing, the Sacramento Kings faced a setback on the road against the Miami Heat, succumbing to a 115-106 defeat as 2.5-point underdogs. The Kings had been riding a 4-game winning streak before encountering the Heat's defensive prowess. Keegan Murray exhibited an impressive performance, draining 7 3-pointers and contributing 33 points on 1-2 of 1-8 shooting. Domantas Sabonis recorded a triple-double with 19 points, 17 rebounds, and 13 assists, while Kevin Huerter chipped in with 14 points. Despite their efforts to mount a comeback from an 18-point deficit, the Kings faltered in the fourth quarter, allowing the Heat to secure the win. Conversely, the Indiana Pacers find themselves in a challenging period, having lost 5 of their last 8 games. Their most recent defeat was against the Boston Celtics, where they fell 129-124 as 7.5-point underdogs. Jalen Smith led the team with 20 points and 9 rebounds off the bench. Pascal Siakam added 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, but the Pacers couldn't withstand the Knicks' decisive 12-0 run in the fourth quarter, resulting in a 109-105 road loss. The Pacers will face the Hornets after the matchup against the Kings. Heading into this game, the Pacers might face a personnel challenge, with Benedict Mathurin still listed on the injury report. However, they remain confident about their prospects against the Kings, having previously defeated them 126-121 on January 18th. On the other hand, the Kings, with a successful track record on the road this season, hold an advantage, especially considering the Pacers' back-to-back schedule and potential roster limitations due to injuries. Despite the Pacers' victory in their previous encounter, the Kings aim to secure a win and avenge their earlier loss. The second game of a back-to-back often sees players with minor injuries or veterans taking rest, presenting a challenge for teams. 4 key players for the Pacers, Halliburton, Mathurin, Smith, and McConnell, are currently listed as questionable with minor injuries, collectively contributing 56 points per game. Halliburton, subject to the NBA's new 65-game rule for award eligibility, may see limited playing time. Meanwhile, the Kings boast full health and are demonstrating resilience on their road trip, securing victories against formidable opponents like the Mavericks, Warriors, and Grizzlies. Despite potential player availability concerns, the Kings aim to capitalize on the Pacers' tough schedule and assert their dominance. Anticipating a closely contested matchup, the article suggests that the short line is understandable. However, considering Mathurin's likely absence, the inclination is towards the Kings, who are perceived as the healthier side. So the Sacramento Kings to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Analyzing the game dynamics, there is a notable possibility that 4 key players from the Indiana Pacers rotation may be unavailable. Additionally, being on the second night of a back-to-back with travel in between could contribute to fatigue for the Pacers. This fatigue, coupled with the aftermath of a challenging game against the New York Knicks, may force the Pacers to play with unconventional lineups due to injuries or tiredness, potentially impacting team chemistry. While both teams exhibit a high-paced offensive style, the Kings' defensive approach, characterized by length and speed, contrasts with the Pacers' more conservative defensive strategy. The Kings have recently gone under the total in their past 3 games, emphasizing their defensive resilience. Acknowledging the high-paced nature of both teams, the article contends that the average pace in their last 3 games, combined with their home-away and season statistics, results in a pace of 103.2 possessions, only slightly above average. Projecting a score of 235 by considering their season averages, recent performances, and home-away games, even factoring in the pace of 103.2, the total falls short. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.